Mr. Speaker, I rise today in support of the Israel Security Assistance Support Act. This bill reverses President Biden's misguided attempts to withhold vital security assistance to Israel as they fight to defend the citizens from terrorists. Just last week, we observed Holocaust Remembrance Day, commemorating the 6 million Jews who were murdered by Nazi Germany. The memory of those lives horrifically taken endures 80 years since the end of the Holocaust. A plaque at Auschwitz states, "Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it." Mr. Speaker, we can never forget. On October 7, 2023, Hamas terrorists launched a massive, unprovoked war on Israel, killing 1,200 innocent people, taking 240 hostages, including American citizens. It was the worst attack on the Jewish people since the Holocaust. The Israeli people are still reeling from the barbaric attacks on that day, unable to begin healing while still separated from their loved ones taken hostage, and determined to ensure no further innocent Israeli lives are taken by radical terrorists. Over the past 6 months, Israel has been repeatedly attacked by Iran, terrorist proxy groups, Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis. Each one of these groups has vowed repeatedly to destroy the state of Israel. The only reason these attacks have been unsuccessful is because of Israel's robust military and because of their missile defense capability, honed by years of defending itself from attacks. Hamas and others who seek the end of the Jewish state have not run out of weapons, resources, or willpower. In this unprovoked conflict they started, they are using none of these things to defend innocent civilians, preferring to use them instead as human shields. Hamas has made a choice to continue the conflict by tormenting their hostages and hiding behind civilians. It is time to stop appeasing terrorists and provide Israel with the weapons and support necessary to end this war. The United States affirmed our resolve to stand with Israel less than a month when we passed the supplemental appropriations for Israel just last month with strong bipartisan support. This message could not have been clearer. Astoundingly, last week, the Washington Post reported that President Biden ordered a pause on weapons ready for delivery to Israel, literally on the truck, ready to be sent to Israel, to the airport and flown out to Israel immediately. Weapons that were previously approved by Congress and the administration. These include 1,800 2,000-pound bombs and 1,700 500-pound bombs that are intended to strike Hamas' extensive tunnel network. It was also reported that the administration was reviewing planned transfer of 6,500 joint direct attack munition kits, which would bring precision to the fight and help minimize civilian casualties. The Biden administration is ignoring the fact that the state of Israel is surrounded by people who want to destroy them. Iran does not recognize Israel and called for its elimination. Hamas is committed to destruction of Israel, and Hezbollah's primary goal is the elimination of Israel. Iran and its proxies are deterred through strength, which is why the U.S. must continue to provide weapons to Israel. Unable to deter Iran, Hamas, Hezbollah, or any other nefarious actor seeking to attack the Jewish state, the Biden administration instead is suppressing a close ally. Members on both sides of the aisle have called for President Biden to reverse his decision. The administration should not ignore the will of Congress, as evident through the overwhelming bipartisan legislative action. Unfortunately, the Biden administration decision made it necessary for me, along with the Appropriations Committee Chairman Tom Cole, State and Foreign Operations Subcommittee Chairman Mario Diaz-Balart, Financial Services and General Government Subcommittee Chairman David Joyce, to introduce the Israel Security Assistance Support Act. This bill prevents the Defense and State Department from withholding the delivery of weapons to Israel, requires the administration to ensure prompt delivery of weapons to Israel, mandates that anything withheld from delivery to Israel be delivered within 15 days, and withholds funds until they are delivered. Requires all assistance for Israel be obligated within 30 days. Requires the Inspector General to report on actions by executive branch officials to withhold security assistance to Israel. It also includes comprehensive reporting on weapons deliveries to Israel to ensure congressional intent
30 seconds.
is met. Mr. Speaker, it's appalling that this legislation is necessary. The reaction of the Biden administration proves that it is. A veto threat, $1 billion of unrelated aid package was announced almost simultaneously once it became clear that the House intended to take action on that this week. With that, Mr. Speaker, I urge support, and I yield back.
The gentleman reserves.